Have you ever wondered why stressed university students always seem to be ill, becoming sick at the most inconvenient times? Well, a recent study looked at undergraduate students and found that those who felt more stressed, depressed, and lonely were more likely to catch infectious diseases. They proved this by looking at what impact stress had on secretory immunoglobulin A, also known as SIGA for short, and secretory component, aka SC, which is a transporter for SIGA into saliva. SIGA is an antibody found in the lining of the tissue in the mouth that is important for fighting off infection. When SIGA is present in saliva, it's an indicator of good immune defense against infection, and so when there's less, the risk for infection increases. The study aimed to identify if stress-induced changes in the amount of SIGA in the saliva is due to less SIGA being produced, and therefore there's less available for transport into the saliva, or whether it's due to the transporter being unable to keep up with SIGA production. They selected participants who felt particularly depressed and lonely and compared them with a group that didn't feel that way. They looked at their perceived stress and took a saliva sample to be analyzed for each person. The results showed that people who had higher perceived stress and were depressed and lonely had lower amounts of SIGA in their sample, yet higher amounts of secretory component. This suggests that it is the reduced production of SIGA that causes there to be less SIGA present in the saliva. There was not enough SIGA produced to keep up with the demands of the transporter. This means that those people are more likely to catch infectious diseases as their immune system is compromised due to a lack of SIGA being produced to help fight off infections that may be contracted in the mouth. This information can be used for further studies, for example, possibly looking at stress management and psychological support to try and combat the effect of stress on SIGA production for those in prolonged stress situations, like students. There is further work to be done on this, but for undergraduate students, this could mean less sick days and more learning. I'm Michelle Saunders, and I'm a student in the School of Sport, Exercise and Rehabilitation Sciences at the University of Birmingham. This is my interpretation of the 2016 paper by C. G. Engeland, published in Brain, Behaviour and Immunity.